Hello, I am Lisa Young, and today I am going to be talking about Fodder School 4. So the Fodder School Challenge and Fodder School 4 to this point. I'm a part of the Fodder School YouTube hop, and I just wanted to show you some of my favorite parts so far. So I wanted to start with Carrie Smith's Sacred Hearts. So I know they don't look like hers. I had my own take on it. I had just gotten back from Italy and I had sketched some. I had grabbed logos of places that had them. I didn't know what they were called. This is the weird part, is I didn't know what they were called. So I asked, so I'll show you. So we went to this place that one of the first places we visited in Italy was Verona. And we went to this place and they had the cutest logo. I'm not Catholic, so I don't know about these. And this was their logo. And I loved it because the bottom was grapes. The bottom of the heart was grapes. And I just thought it was so cool. So I was talking to her about them and she told me what they were, but in Italian. And so I had so Sacro, I'm going to say it wrong, Cadore or whatever. But anyways, however she said it, I wrote it wrong. I wrote it with a Q. And so I started searching and I'm like, there's got to be something in English. I just couldn't find it. And so I kept going, religious hearts. I kept trying to figure it out because our next stop was this church. And they had these walls of these 10 sacred hearts, and some of them were gold. They were just beautiful. And I just fell in love with them. So everywhere we went, my husband and I were attracted to these sacred hearts. We just loved them, but we didn't know what they were and we weren't explaining them to people very well. But anyways, I was just so in love with them, and I was sketching my own versions, trying to show people like, what is there a word for this in English? And people are just like, I don't know. Anyways, but whenever she gave her lesson, I'm like, that's what they are. And then have gone down a complete creative hole of Sacred Hearts. I love them. I will probably create them for the rest of my life because I love them so much. I actually want to buy one of those, the metal, one of those vintage ones, just because I loved them so much in the churches. They were just so beautiful. Anyway, so this is from that lesson. I loved making those. I have a ton of them. They're just beautiful. That lesson was such a beautiful lesson, and her art is so beautiful and bright and happy making. It's not like the way that she does hers is more, I feel like, Latin influenced, and I love it. Like, cause I love Mexico. I just loved it. So mine are more the Italian version, which is my heritage is Italian. And so I'm leaning into that with what I do. And then also because I am vintage inspired. So I went in that direction. And when we were in Italy, everybody, like, there was lots of people with tattoos of these. There was people with logos, like you would, and then they, of course, in the churches. So I knew it was a religious connection. I knew it was that much. But anyways, I just have never, like, I'm not Catholic. I guess that's my biggest defense on that. But anyways, love them. So let's move on. Okay, and then I have the other lesson. So some of these lessons were really up my alley, and one of them, where is that? I use some of them in my journals, and so I wanted to show from this. Let me find it. I thought I had it right here so I could show. Let me see. If I turn it this way, maybe I can see better where it's at. This thing is so fat and it's got so much in it that, there we go, I found it. Rebecca Chapman's lesson was so much fun. I do a lot of these collage sheets, and I've never done them with a Polaroid thing. I thought that was so much fun and so cute. And I loved them so much that when I did this, I had a funny background. I'm like, I'm just going to set these on there because I just like the way that they look, and I just think they're fun. And it was such a beautiful project. I could make more and more of these. I just think they're so much fun. And I have all of these sheets like everywhere. So it was just kind of like a fun and easy project for me. It was like a no-brainer, and I loved that about that project. Super cute. She's always got cute art projects, and she's another one that her color palette is just bright and beautiful and happy making. I love her art too. So anyways, so we're gonna go from there. I'll put this away so that it's out of our way. Jack Robbie, oh my gosh. He really speaks to my vintage vibe. I love him. And so these were in the challenge, and I haven't used them yet because I'm just kind of liked looking at them, but I think I might use them in the Liz Constable book that I created. But I just think they're so much fun, and I think they would be fun peeking up at the top of my journal. So these will probably end up in this journal, but I just think they're so, these little medals that he did was so much fun. And I did my own take. I think that that's what's beautiful about these lessons, is that you can learn anything and incorporate it in your own way. I rarely paint with acrylic paint just because it's not my medium. And I will do it sometimes, but for the most part, you're going to see me using watercolor. And so all of the mediums were easily transferable, and I loved that. The photos, because I have a collection of old photos that I just love, and I loved the gold. Like, that was so fun to play with. That gold leafing, and I think in some of them I actually used chocolate wrappers from Italy that had like gold on them. I used those instead of the gold leafing. I think I've already used them up in other projects. I don't see them here. But anyways, I just loved this project. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna put this to the side, and then these I did digitally. I did his lesson digitally, and this was fun. This was so much fun. I need to use these in projects, but I just like, I made, because I did them digitally, I could print more off. So I need to use them. I just think they're so cute. And this one I loved because it was a woman and a man. The man was sitting, and so I did her in florals, and I did him in more serious paper, vintage paper. I loved that. This sassy girl, I liked her stance. You can't, like, I can tell that who it is and what it is, but right here I might have needed to do some different I don't know, maybe some shading or something, but I really liked that one too. And this was so fun. And it's basically that same Rebecca Chapman, because I have that collage paper from my from the digitals in my store, so I just printed it, like I have it in my Procreate, and I use that to do these. So I just loved it. I just think it was so much fun. I could do these all day long and get nothing else done. Most of the stuff I could just probably just do all day and get nothing else done. Tracy Wozniak's mushrooms. I just had so much fun. Like, they're just so cute. This was a fun lesson. I love mushrooms, and I create them often. And I got other things in here. Sorry. I didn't realize how many other things I have in here. But the mushrooms were just a lot of fun. They're so cute. I need to use these in some journal entries too, because I just haven't done it, because they're just so, I like flipping through them more than I want to use them. That's the problem with fodder. I just want to hold on to it and look at it like as a collection kind of, but maybe I should just put a pocket in a journal with all of them in it, just so that it's part of the journal and call it good. But they're just so cute. I had so much fun with that. So I'll put that in here. And then Liz Constable, I could just listen to her talk. So this journal is like, it has I've just thrown things in here. So the paper itself is lovely that we created. That's the base of the book. And I just haven't really finished this book. I've added some things here and there. Like whenever I'm going through and organizing my ephemera, I'll just take a piece and glue it in here, and I'm like, later I'll come back to this and work on it. And so there are little bits throughout here, but I have not finished this. But I just love the book. I love the papers. The lesson was lovely, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. And like her creative way that she uses stamps from the Fodder Challenge lesson was easy to transfer into this one, which I thought was really, really nice to be able to do that. See, this isn't one from Tracy's lesson, but I thought it matched the colors of the book, so I threw it in here so that I would use it. It's one that I made this one a couple of years ago, and I just haven't used it in anything. So I thought the color scheme here would be pretty nice for that. Tea bags for my lesson. I have some of those throughout here. I have a couple, I thought. Where? Oh, there. Tea bags. This is a tea bag. I have to fill them to see. Like a lot of times when I'm flipping through them, I don't notice the tea bag because it becomes so much into the background. Oh, here's one too. So tea bags, stamping. It just has a little bit of everything, and I really loved this lesson. It was a lot of fun. And this is the book. I just repurposed a book, but used the pages that she had us create, and I love this book. But I need to finish it because it's got a lot of fun elements in here, and so completing it will be lots of fun. But anyways, so I really, really have enjoyed these lessons. That's the fun thing about Fodder School, is it's always changing, and it's like there's just something for everyone. And so I can't wait to see what the rest of the year brings. I'm sure there's just so much more goodness coming to us. So I can't wait to see everyone's video, and yeah, I will see you in Fodder School.